Hi everyone, most welcome to eCivil Tech. This is the fourth video of all about structural bolt series. Till now we have understood some of the basic type of the structural bolt, type of connection and the ways to represent the grade of structural bolts. In this video we will learn how actually you can calculate the load carrying capacity of the structural bolt. We will learn to calculate the shear capacity of the bolt, but before directly jumping on the calculation, we'll first understand how bolt carry load, some concept behind the shear load, and then we will learn to calculate the shear capacity of the bolt. These are mainly four types of the forces that bolt carry: shear force, tension force, shear force plus tension force, and this is the most common type of the load that bolt carry. Prying force. So these are the four loads that a bolt carry. In this video we will cover only shear force and remaining we will cover in upcoming videos. Now let's understand some concept behind the load. Now look at this simple lap joint connection. These two plates are connected with a single bolt. Now I will apply load along the axis of the plate in the opposite direction. By these equal and opposite loads, bolt will feel shear force in the plane between the two plates. Where it will feel the shear force? Between these two plates. Okay, the plane between the two plates. So what you understand by the shear force? I will describe it as when a load acts on an object and another equal and opposite load acts adjacent to that load, mostly reaction, the object will feel shear force. Let me explain in another way. Assume a plate, apply two equal and opposite load. Now as these loads are aligned in the same axis, plate will feel compressive force on it. Again assume a plate, apply equal and opposite load, but this time the load axis is not going to be same. They are beside each other. Therefore plate will feel shear force and this will be the shear plane. This plane will be the shear plane between the two forces. In the second video of this series, we have also discussed the load transfer mechanism on the bolt. You can visit that video to understand more. I will also put the link of the video in the description box. And there is a lot to discuss regarding shear force, like shear force on the beam and on other structural components. But for now, this much of concept is good. We will cover more in some other videos. Now let's get back to our connection. I am applying load in opposite direction. Due to that, bolt is feeling shear force on the plane between the plates. And we are interested to calculate this shear capacity. To calculate the shear capacity of the bolt, IS 800-2007 gives this formula: VDSB is equal to VNSB divided by gamma MB, where VDSB is design shear strength or design shear capacity. VNSB is the nominal shear capacity of the bolt, and this is the formula for VNSB. VNSB is equal to Fu upon square root of 3 in bracket NN ANB plus NS ASB. Now let's get all the values one by one to get the value of VNSB. Fu, ultimate tensile strength of the bolt. We have learned in the previous lecture regarding the grade of bolt. We will check its head. Here the marking is triangle. That means it's a 12.9 grade bolt. Its Fu will be 12 into 100, that is 1200 megapascal, and its Fy will be 1200 into 0.9 is equal to 1080 megapascal. And its M6 bolt, that is nominal diameter will be 6 mm. Nn will be 1. What is Nn? Nn is the number of the shear plane passing through the threaded part of the bolt. As it's fully threaded bolt and between the plates there is only one plane where bolt will feel the shear plane. Therefore the value of Nn will be 1. A and B is net cross sectional area of the bolt at threaded part. It can be taken as the area corresponding to the root diameter of the threaded part, or you can calculate A and B by formula A and B is equal to pi by 4 whole square of D minus 0.3812 P, where D is diameter of the bolt and P is the pitch, which is distance between the threads of the bolt. You can get the value of pitch from the manufacturer or from the IS code. But if you don't have the value of pitch, you can use this formula, and this formula is most preferable, and I always use this formula. A and B is equal to 0.78 into pi by 4 D square. And here factor 0.78 is used because net shear area of the bolt is approximately 78 to 80% of cross-sectional area of the bolt. Therefore, ANB is equal to 0.78 into pi by 4 into 6 square, where 6 is diameter of the bolt, and we will get the value 22.054 square mm. This is the net area of the bolt. Now this NS is number of shear planes at the bolt shank. Bolt shank is the part of the bolt shaft where no thread is done. But as this bolt is fully threaded, there is no shear plane passing through the shank, so NS will be 0. ASB is the bolt cross-sectional area at the shank. ASB is equal to pi by 4 into d square, pi by 4 into 6 square is equal to 28.274. Put all these values to get the value of VNSB. VNSB is equal to 1200 divided by square root of 3 in bracket 1 into 22.054. This 22.054 is net area plus 0 into 28.274 in bracket close is equal to 15279.44 Newton. We got the value of nominal shear capacity of the bolt. Now we have the value of VNSB and we need only gamma MB. We can get the value of gamma MB from table number 5 of IS 800-2007. This is partial safety factor for the material. As per table number 5, gamma MB is equal to 1.25. Putting the value of VNSB and gamma MB in VDSB, we get 15,279.44 divided by 1.25, we get 12,223.556 Newton, which is 12.22 kilonewton, which is equal to 1,246 kg. Can you imagine how much is this? This is more than the weight of a medium car. That means not just the key, you can actually hang the entire car on this small bolt. One thing I would like to mention here is that capacity of the bolt will vary as per the various code. This capacity is as per IS 800-2007, and if you will use some other code, you will get the different shear capacity. Now come back to the connection again. So we know that the bolt shear capacity is 1246 kg, but what if these connection plates get tear off? To check this, we will have to check the bearing capacity of the bolt. This is the formula by which we can calculate the bearing capacity of the bolt. VDPB is equal to VNPB divided by gamma MB, where VNPB is nominal bearing strength of a bolt. And the formula for VNPB is 2.5 into KB into D into T into FU, where KB is smaller of E by 3D0, P by 3D0 minus 0.25, FUB by FU and 1. Now in this formula you can observe that new parameters are checked which were not in earlier formula, like thickness of the plate, end distance, pitch and the ultimate strength of the plate. First we will calculate the value of KB. The first parameter is E by 3D0. E is end distance and D0 is the diameter of the hole. As per IS code, for machine cut, minimum end distance shall not be less than 1.5 times of hole dia. That is, end distance will be 1.5 into 7. Here we are using 6 mm dia bolt, therefore the hole dia will be 7 mm. So end distance will be 1.5 into 7, that is 10.5 mm as shown in this drawing. And hole dia is 7 mm. That will put into the equation like this, 10.5 upon 3 into 7. Next parameter is P by 3D0 minus 0.25. Here P is pitch of the bolt. Pitch is the center to center distance of the bolt. As we are using only single bolt, we can ignore this parameter. This parameter is useful when more than one bolt will be used in the direction of the force. Next is FUB divided by FU, where FUB is ultimate stress of the bolt, that is 1200 megapascal, which we have already calculated from 12.9 grade in the beginning of the video. Now this FU is ultimate stress of the plate. Grade of the plate is E250BR. As per IS 2062, FU of the plate will be 410 megapascal for E250BR grade plate. We will put the value of FUB and FU in the equation, like 1200 divided by 1200 divided by 410, and last parameter is 1. Now calculating all the values, we find that the value of E by 3D0 comes to be 0.5, which is smallest among all the values. Therefore the value of KB will be 0.5. Putting all the values in VNPB, we get VNPB is equal to 2.5 into 0.5 into 6 into 4 into 410, where 0.5 is kb, 6 is diameter of the bolt, 4 is thickness of the plate, and 410 is the ultimate stress of the plate. So we get VNPB is equal to 12,300 Newton. Now design bearing strength VDPB is equal to VNPB divided by gamma MB, where gamma MB is factor of safety of material. So 12,300 divided by 1.25, we get 9,840 Newton, which comes to be 1,003 kg. So this 1,003 kg is bearing capacity of the bolt, or you can call it bearing capacity of the connection. So till now we have calculated both the values, shear capacity of the bolt and bearing capacity of the bolt. So what will be the capacity of the connection for shear force? It will be minimum of both the values, that is 1003 kg. So what will happen if you will pull it with the force more than 1003 kg? The moment we will apply the force beyond 1003 kg, the plate will fail in bearing. Look at this image. Here in this image you can see that the hole before the application is well circular, but after the load application beyond 1003 kg, it got elongated in the axis of the force. Here you can see how it got elongated. That means the plate failed before the bolt. Plate failed because the plate is weaker than the bolt. So this is called the failure in bearing. Now let's increase the thickness of the plate from 4 mm to 8 mm and recalculate the value of bearing capacity of the bolt. VNPB will be recalculated as 2.5 into 0.5 into 6 into 8 into 410, where 6 is the diameter of the bolt and 8 is thickness of the plate. So this thickness we have changed from 4 mm to 8 mm. Now we have increased the thickness of the plate. So we got the value 24,600 Newton. Then design bearing capacity of the connection will be VNPB divided by gamma MB, that is 24,600 divided by 1.25. We will get 19,680 Newton, which will be equal to 2006 kg. So as we increase the thickness of the plate to its double, bearing capacity will also be doubled. So now what will be the capacity of the connection for shear force? Again it will be minimum of the shear force and the bearing capacity, which is now 1246 kg. So this connection is capable to take load of 1246 kg. Now what will happen if you apply load beyond 1246 kg? Definitely this time the bolt will fail and it will look like this. You can notice the drastic shift of the bolt shaft at the shear plane, and bolt will be completely chopped off if the load will be increased further. So this was all for this video. I hope you learned something new, but wait. This is not the ending of the video. I have one more slide to show you after this slide. But before that, I would like to convey a message. Actually, I want to ask a question to all my viewers. Do you know what makes me to make videos? And the answer is your comments, your demands, your support, your love. And making an educational video requires a lot of efforts. We always have to double check the content, because some student is going to use it for their college project, some designer is going to use for the real life project. So we always have to double check and it takes time. But you guys always supported me by watching and sharing my content. I'm really thankful to you guys. This is all I wanted to say you. I just wanted to thank you. You enjoy the next slide. We will meet you in next video. Take care, keep learning, and bye bye.